At the White House today, a ceremony honoring the Americans who are working to make this country better, the Presidential Citizenship Medal. One of the recipients, founder of an organization dedicated to keeping L.A. kids off the street and away from gangs by teaching them how to make beautiful music instead.
The United States honors Dr. Margaret Martin.
A Presidential Citizens Medal for a woman who turned hard times into harmony.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Margaret Martin, founder of Harmony Project. I'm truly delighted to welcome you all to our 20th anniversary virtual celebration. We launched Harmony Project in 2001 to help kids from families with few resources and great needs discover the truth about their own creative capacity and potential. As we all know, talent is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not. The idea that learning to make music well should only be an opportunity for kids from affluent families was just wrong. I didn't know whether I'd be able to do anything to make a difference, but I knew I had to try. I launched Harmony Project with a small group of dedicated founding board members and $9,000 from the Rotary Club of Hollywood. And 20 years later, here we are, thousands of kids spending 4 to 10 hours a week practicing, learning how to make music together. It's not just enough to deliver music lessons. Harmony Project mentors kids, engages, challenges, and mentors them through the process of learning to make music with other people over multiple years. And in that process, it helps kids commit to the process of their own learning. And it helps kids develop accountability to themselves and to their peers. These are transferable skills. Over time, as kids began to play more complex music, it dawned on them that they could do hard stuff. What was so exciting was we watched them look around and wonder, what other hard stuff might I be able to do? Our kids consistently defied the odds. I was watching little kids morph into these articulate, self-possessed young adults that were studying really challenging majors and thriving. There was nothing in the research literature to explain what was going on. We now have that data, but in truth, all we ever had to do was just look at our own kids. Harmony Project develops creative capacities that are there. It's a strengths-based program. It builds strong, healthy kids. Not only does it tune up their brains, but it builds kids who have practiced listening to each other. It builds kids with the capacity to focus and to show up and to come prepared and to help one another be their best selves. It builds empathetic, compassionate people. And I think that's probably what I'm most proud about Harmony Project for accomplishing.
Hi, I'm Tony Silbert. It is my pleasure to acknowledge fellow board member honorees Michael Skloff, Todd Nathanson, Janet Jubis, Todd Brown, and Jennifer and Damon Porter. I'm one of the founding board members of the Harmony Project, and I'm a musician who happened to have skills in the nonprofit sector and saw a perfect fit for my ability to help a new organization. When we started, it was all private violin lessons. But as we grew, we started to see that's not scalable. We couldn't bring it to as many kids as we wanted, so we started group lessons. And we found that not only was it more economical, but it created greater impact. The kids started to get to know each other and became a group, and then we expanded to an orchestra, which had an even greater bang for the buck. Then we moved on to a peer mentorship model where the kids taught other kids. And so at each level, we've had to revise the program in a way that gave it both greater impact and greater cost effectiveness. If you're a musician, you can go any place in the world and make friends. It's the greatest, most powerful gift we can give to these kids is the ability to create social networks and create friendships that last a lifetime. And the music helps them open doors, meet people, and connect in a very deep way that supports them throughout their whole lives. When the kids talk now and you hear them, these graduates, they're all committed to giving back to the community. This is something that I find it incredible. No matter how hard their lives are, they seem very focused on making the lives of other people better.
Hi, I'm Micah Miller, Executive Director of the Harmony Project. When I started 14 years ago, we had about 300 kids and 2 different sites. So Harmony Project really grew as a result of partnerships. So we had the partnership with the LA Phil, and that was like our first big expansion. And then we partnered with LAUSD Beyond the Bell branch, so it's the after-school branch. The way we recruited students was we would go to all the schools and bring a couple musicians to play for the kids. And what was really exciting to me was when you say, who wants to learn an instrument, all the hands go up, every single child. So, I was a little bit worried that we wouldn't get enough students. I think we were trying to recruit about 80 to 100 for Expo that year. And we had the opposite problem. We ended up with so many kids and families that were really hungry for this program. To this day, we still have hundreds of kids who are on our waiting list. What I think is great about music is, number one, it's something that everybody loves. That's what gets the kids interested. And then what you find is that they have these long relationships with our teaching artists, where they have this adult role model in their life. And someone that they can really, look up to and ask for advice, and someone that really genuinely cares for them. Well, I think the great thing about Harmony Project is there is no criteria per se. It's not based on talent. So the families just have to qualify under a certain income level. And then they get a full scholarship. So they'll get an instrument for free, excellent teaching, orchestra opportunities, performance opportunities. And then, over the years with the scholarship, we've started providing college access and college prep workshops. So in addition to music, we provide other wraparound services for the entire family. So we have a social worker on staff. We provide some counseling in crisis situations, case management. We also will link families to other resources in the community. So we don't try to do everything, but we do try to connect them with the resources that they need. It's not enough to just give them a violin and send them on their way, but look at the whole child and what they need individually and provide that to them. So looking ahead 5 or 10 years, I could see other Harmony projects in major cities. I think there is a need and a desire out there for what we do. We currently have 3,500 students, and our goal within the next 7 years is to grow to 10,000. One of the things that limits us is our ability to bring in resources. So with more donations, more funders, we can provide more teaching artists, more instruments, more performances, more opportunities, more scholarships for the students. With additional funding, we could expand into many more schools, many more cities, many more countries, using this really healing power of music.
So I've been in Harmony Project for 7 years, and I live with my mom, and my dad was never in the picture, which was kind of hard for me when I was young, but I had to adapt to being asked that question, where's your dad? My mom says she's my mom and my dad, so I don't need one. So when I was in the 6th grade, when I was first starting Harmony Project, I had to learn about time management and organization because coming in, I had no idea what both of those words meant. The classes at Harmony Project aren't only once a week, but sometimes 5 times a week. That was in middle school, and now that I'm in high school, it made it a lot easier for me to not only manage stuff inside Harmony Project, but stuff outside of it. In addition to high school, I study at USC. I've been there since the 6th grade. I'm a part of this program. It's called the NAI program. I take classes to help me prep for not only the SAT, but for college. It also comes with